Hello everyone, welcome back. I guess all of you have completed watching module 1. So in this module, we will go over everything you need to know while applying for counseling under the MCC, under the Medical Counseling Committee. Now, MCC, to register, who can register with MCC? All candidates qualified in NEET UG exam can register with MCC to participate in the seat allotment process. Now, MCC has a set rule and procedure. So if you want to register with MCC to participate for deemed universities counseling, you have to pay 2 lakh rupees as a refundable deposit fees plus 5,000 rupees of non-refundable fees. If you want to be eligible to participate for AIQ Central AFMC AIMS, 10,000 is the refundable deposit fees plus 1,000 is the non-refundable application fees. And the same fees is applicable, like once you register, this registration will hold good for round 1, round 2, round 3 plus tray Mop-up. You don't have to register for every round. Now, MCC will have multiple rounds, that is round 1, round 2, Mop-up plus tray vacancy. Now, very quickly, we're going to go through the highlights of MCC. So, MCC is responsible for 15% All India quota seats, 100% of MBBS BDS seats in deemed universities, 100% MBBS BDS seats of BHU, 100% MBBS seats of AIMS across India, 100% JIPMER seats, 100% Aligarh AMU University seats, and of course 85% of state quota seats of DUIP, 100% of Faculty of Dentistry, and 15% of insured persons quota seats of ESIC. So MCC is the national level counseling authority where you have to register if you're interested in taking up seat in any one of this. Fee structure. Now you know that you have to register with MCC if you want to participate for AIMS, deemed, or whatever you wish to, as we discussed the categories before. So now, what is the fee structure of these universities which are coming under MCC? Now, all the government colleges, approximately, of course, there are some which will vary a little bit. It might go high or low, but approximately the fee will be anywhere between 5,000 rupees per annum to 2 lakh rupees per annum. This is for government colleges. I'm repeating it again. There are some colleges which have higher than 2 lakh when it comes to government seats as well. So be very careful when you're exercising your choices. When you're dragging a seat from the options available list to choice filling, you can see the fee as well. So make sure you're seeing the fees and then dragging it to your preference list. When it comes to deemed universities, that is for the management quota, the tuition fees varies anywhere from 12 lakh rupees per annum till there are colleges where ranging till 25 to 26 lakhs per annum. Each college has a different fee structure. Some have 15, some have 18, some have 20. So there are colleges ranging till 25 to 26 lakhs per annum. When it comes to NRI quota, all deemed colleges do have NRI quota as well. So the NRI quota seats vary from 22 lakh per annum. From there are colleges ranging till 40 lakh to 45 lakhs per annum. So if you are okay with the fee structure and if you're fine with the college, then you can certainly drag it into your choice entry list. Now, we've just given a small brief here how to check the medical college fee structure. You can go to the resources section of this course, click on the fee structure tab. So navigate to the college you want and simply check the fee structures. You can see it on your screens. We've shown it to you. So we keep updating this sheet. As of now, what you can see is 2021 fee structures. As soon as 2022 is released, we will update you on it. Now, you know that you have to register with MCC Counseling Authority to do choice entries. And you know that you have to register with MCC Counseling Authorities if you're looking for a seat in this medical school. Now, what are the things that you have to consider during your option entries? Or let's say, what are the important points that you have to consider before you do your preference list? It's very important that you have a glance on rank cutoffs of last year, before last year, if not for 2 years, at least last year. We are not saying everything is based on the last year rank cutoff. A lot of times they'll be up and down, but at least you will understand how the meritorious students of last year have picked the seats. So it's very important that at least you glance through the last year rank cutoffs. Fee structures. You should be very clear about the fee structure of the college when you're doing your choice entry, because many times we see this that students or parents select it without knowing the actual fee structure. If you cannot see the fee structure when you're dragging it, please go to the respective college website. It will very much be clear. They would have updated it on their college website of what is the fee structure. However, even we've updated it for you, so it will be easy for you to analyze and see the information. But we always advise, please cross-check with the official authority, whether it's college website or MCC, and then do your final choice entries. Details about the college. Again, you shouldn't. There are many students who would not know how old or new is the college. Based on locations, they'll just prioritize, and later they think that this college is just new, they have just permitted seats, or last 2 years that they did not have permission, only this year they have. So if you don't want all that, check the year of establishment of the college. Know about the infrastructure of the college, because it's not that you're going to be there for 1 year, 2 years. It's a matter of 5.5 years. It's a journey of 5.5 years. So it should have, it should have at least decent infrastructure. So make sure you're doing enough research on that. Hostel facilities. We've seen many times that after seats are allotted, sometimes parents have backed out because the hostels were not up to the mark. So look at the hostel fare, because it is a matter of 5.5 years, as we said. And hostels are mandatory in many MBBS colleges. So look at that properly. Academic, of course, the teaching quality, academics of a college. Miscellaneous fee structure. Many medical colleges, apart from the tuition fees that you pay, there's something called as miscellaneous fees that they charge. So you should be prepared with that. Again, there is no constant number for this. Each college will charge you something different. So you need to check this with the college. Transportation, or let's say commute. How good or bad this location is, or how feasible it is, how far it is from the airport, train, bus, from your home. I think too many things to consider, and then make a final choice. What we sincerely request or maybe suggest is, do your research before you do your preference list. Once you do the option entries and the seat is allotted, there is very less that you can do. First round is fine, it is free exit. But from second round onwards, you will lose money, you will lose your chances of having eligibility for the mop-up round. From second round onwards, the rules and regulations are quite stringent, and they're a little tough, and they're very rigid. So it's very important that you do enough research before listing your choices in your option entry list. So as we just said, MCC will do round 1, round 2, round 3, which is also called as mop-up round, and round 4, which is called as stray round. So now we're talking about round 1 rules and regulations. Now round 1 will have fresh registration, because it is the first round. So you can register, you have to complete your fee payment, which we just discussed before. Once you complete your payment, then you get eligible to do choice entries. So you have to complete your option entries in order of your preference. Please write it on your paper first and then put it across. After that, you have to lock your options. Then the allotment process will begin. Based on whatever options you have given, you will get the results. The seat allotments will come. If you're very happy with it and you want to go ahead with the seat, you can go to the respective college and complete your joining formalities. You're not that happy, you're just satisfied with the allotment, but you want to try for something better in the second round. You still have to go to the college, report, and then give the upgrade letter. So you have to pay your full fees, even if it's an upgrade option. You're not at all happy with what you've got, you have a free exit option. You don't have to take any seat, you can just leave it. You don't have to do anything. Many students do ask us, okay, I've got allotment, but should I do anything? So there is nothing as a post-seat allotment process in round 1. If you do not want the seat, you have free exit option. Now, how early you have to pay the fees? Once the seat is allotted, you will have maximum 5 to 6 working days to pay the tuition fees. So you should be prepared well in advance. You have to pay the fees with that receipt. You also have to go to the respective college and complete your joining formalities. Now, this is about round 1. Round 2. Now, round 2 registrations. Now, for round 2, you will have fresh registration. Suppose if you have not registered for round 1, no harm. You can do fresh application for round 2. If you've already registered for round 2, then nothing to worry. Your registration, if you've not got any seat in the first round, and if you've just gone with the free exit, you can continue with the same registration for round 2. Now, the same counselling process as round 1, the fresh choice entries will open. You have to again, nothing of it will carry forward to this round. You'll have to do fresh entries again. If you get seat allotted, you can download the allotment letter, go to the respective college, report, finish the tuition fee, pay the tuition fee and finish your formalities. you've got to see, you have an allotment but you don't want it, or you're not interested in going forward with this college, you can exit, but the penalty that you have to pay is your 2 lakh rupees. That amount will not be refunded to you. That will be a penalty, because in the second round, if you get a seat and if you don't take it, that's a penalty that you will have. And from second round to third round, there is no upgrade option. Like how from 1 to 2 you have, like that from 2 to 3 you don't have an upgrade option. And let's say in round 1 you had got a seat. Now for round 2 you've got upgraded. So if you got upgraded, you have to take the seat which you got in the round 2 now. You cannot go back to the seat which was allotted to you in round 1. So you don't have 2 options here. You don't have choice to make. Whatever comes in round 2, you'll have to go with it. So you'll have to be very careful. If you've got something in round 1, make sure whatever options you're giving in round 2 is certainly better than what you already have in hand. Okay, this is about round 2. So now going to round 3, that is the mop-up round. Now candidates who did not participate in earlier 2 rounds, if they wish to, they can do fresh registration and can register for the mop-up round. So when it comes to MCC counseling, fresh registrations are open every round, that is round 1, round 2 and mop-up. Now option entry and allotment process will remain the same like how we said in the last 2 rounds. You will do your preference order. Based on the choices that you exercise, you will get a seat allotment. If the seat is not allotted to you, you will get eligible to move towards the stray vacancy round. So if you have an allotment, download the allotment letter, go to the college and finish the joining formalities. Again, from mop-up round to stray round, you do not have any upgrade option. So if you are not reporting, once the seat is allotted in the third round, if you don't report, again you have 2 lakh is the penalty. You wouldn't get this amount back, the 2 lakh rupees. So this will be a penalty for you. And mop-up round, you've got a seat, you have not reported, you will not even be eligible for the stray vacancy as well. So make sure the choices that you're putting in mop-up round, you're very sure of that if you get an allotment, you are definitely going to join. Otherwise, you will make yourself ineligible for the stray vacancy round. Now this is about stray vacancy. So there are generally no fresh registrations for stray vacancy round. The registrations are open only for round 1, round 2 and mop-up round. All the unallotted candidates and non-reported candidates if you do not have, like let's say in the mop-up round, you've got the seat but you've not joined. If the situation is not like that, all candidates, okay, cut that. Stray vacancy will repeat again. So the last round, which is the stray vacancy round. So there are no fresh registrations for stray vacancy round. Only those candidates who've registered in first, second, in the previous rounds, only they are eligible for the stray vacancy. And MCC will conduct the online stray vacancy round for AIQ, Central Universities, AIMS and JIPMA seats. But when it comes to deemed universities, stray vacancy round happens at the college level. So choices exercised in mop-up round will be considered for the allotment of seats. Now there are lot more rules and regulations for this, for which it is very important that you go through the whole MCC counseling brochure, because we cannot discuss the whole set of rules and regulations in this short video. We've only covered the highlights. Just to again make sure that you understood the rules and regulations right, we have given you the official website link of MCC. Request you to please log into the official website and go through the all rules and regulations again. Again, what we have told you is 2021 rules. Again, for 2022, there may be minor changes and there may be small edits. So if there is any change, we will keep you posted. But we request you to read the current brochure and then decide how to participate in the counseling process. Now, deposit refund. As we initially told all of you, to participate in MCC counseling, it's not just paying the application fees, you also have to pay a security deposit fees, which is a refundable deposit fees. Now this also you all know, round 1 you have a free exit, but in round 2 you get a seat and you don't take it, there's a penalty, you will not get back. And in round 3 you get something and you don't take it, again it's a penalty, you will not get it back. But for students who are eligible to get the refund from MCC, generally it takes somewhere around after the last date of counseling, maybe within 2 to 3 months time, you will have the refund. A notice will be published on the MCC website after they initiate the refund process. A batch of students list will be published on the MCC website. So the fee will be returned to the candidates to their same respective accounts which they've used at the time of fee payment. So if you have any changes, you'll have to communicate with MCC. Now, highlights of MCC Counselling Authority. So you can make fresh choices at every round. That is, at each round, you can do new registration, new choice entries will be open. Even if you get a seat in the previous round and exit with penalty, you are eligible to participate in the Mop-up round, that is the third round, by paying the security deposit fees again. There is no in-person document verification system before seat allotment. There is no compulsion that only if you lock, your choices will be considered for the seat allotment process. There is an auto locking option. As long as you've saved your choices, even if you don't lock it, your options will be considered for the seat allotment process. For the NRI conversion, there will be an announcement made on the MCC website to send the supporting documents before each round of counseling. There is no separate or new registration for the stray vacancy round. Upgrade option is only from round 1 to round 2. There is no upgrade option from round 2 to round 3. So these are the core highlights of MCC. Now I think some students or some parents might have a doubt, what is this NRI conversion, because we didn't talk about it in detail in the previous segment. Now when you do registration, you register normal. Let's say you'll pay the fees, you'll pay 2 lakhs and all that. But suppose from Indian category you want to convert yourself, Now because we did not cover this NRI conversion in the previous segment, I'll just explain a bit about the NRI conversion option. Before each round counseling starts, MCC will put up a notice stating that students who wish to be considered for the NRI seats, please send the requested documents to be considered to MCC. If MCC feels yes, all these documents are acceptable, they will verify, and if it is done, they will give you NRI conversion. If your NRI papers are accepted, when you log into your option entry portal, you can see that you will be eligible for management / NRI seats. So you can pick and choose both. You can select some management seats, you can select some NRI seats. Now the list of documents required for the NRI conversion, we've given it in the resource link below. You can have a look at it. Even the formats have been put across. You can have a look at it. But if you want to speak to us one-on-one about the documents, we can certainly talk about it. Now, common mistakes which students do during the MCC counseling phase, or let's say during the counseling phase, not only just MCC, during the counseling phase. One is lack of research before doing the choice entries. Parents tend to do serious research after getting the seat. Once the seat is allotted, before you go and report, suddenly we will start talking to people around, we will start finding out if there are any seniors, we will start understanding how far, how close, is it good, not good. But instead of doing it post seat allotment, if we can invest more time and do it before seat allotment, we can save a lot of time and money. The common mistake which we see parents doing it or students doing it is that if we go with the upgrade option, we will have time to pay the tuition fees. We can pay it later. So that is not there. It could be any state counseling or it could be even MCC. If you want to go with the upgrade option, you'll have to hold this seat and then go with the upgrade option. So for holding this seat, you have to pay the tuition fees. So you have to pay the full tuition fees to be eligible to go with the upgrade option. If you do not pay it, they'll not consider it as an upgrade option. There are many students who will feel, I will wait till my state mop-up round and then I will decide whether to register for MCC deemed or no. Now make a wise choice. Suppose if we have a bit of higher rank then waiting for the state merit seats, you know that it's practically not possible, then you think about it. Maybe in the first round, second round, you have more seats, you have higher chance of getting better college for the fee that you're willing to spend. In the mop-up round, there are very less seats. Already students have occupied in round 1, round 2, they've already taken the seats, right? So when there are less seats, you are entering the competition and then you have to fight for the leftover seats. So instead of that, make a wiser choice in the beginning itself. Unaware of NRI conversion notice. Generally for this NRI documentation, they'll hardly give you 2 to 3 working days, not more than that. And many students wouldn't see it that frequently in the beginning because counseling has not started, registration has not started, so they wouldn't see it very frequently. But MCC NRI conversion notice comes even before they open the registration for round 1. When it comes to round 2, even before they open the registration for round 2, they'll give an announcement for the NRI conversion papers. So from the time your results are out, make sure, be on it, keep checking the official counseling authority website. Not registering with multiple counseling authorities. Generally, students feel, okay, I am from this state, maybe I am eligible only for this state counseling, and of course to participate in AIQ, I'll register with MCC. Many a times we ignore that yes, for the rank that we have and for the fee structure that we are willing to spend, we have opportunities available outside the state. There are better opportunities available outside the state. You can increase your chances of getting the seat by applying with multiple counseling authorities. There is no harm in registering. Keep yourself eligible in as many places as possible. Unaware of the post-seat allotment process. Now, many state authorities have, once the seat is allotted, it's not like, okay, we'll just go and report. It's not like that. Even after you go report, there are post-joining formalities which you have to do online. So you have to be a little bit aware about the post-seat allotment process. Now, as we said, each counseling authority has different rules. Along with that, each option entry round has different rules, different regulations, different guidelines. So it's very important that you know what happens in round 1, what happens from round 1 to round 2, what happens from round 2 to round 3. Do not get confused because each counseling authority has their own rules and regulations. So before you participate, before you exercise choices, make sure that you're well aware about round 1, round 2 and mop-up rules and regulations. So what did we learn in this module? We learnt about common mistakes which we might end up doing during the counseling phase. What we put across here is what we've seen in these years of experience. If this can help you, we'll be more than happy. So it's nothing like you will do it. We've just put across that what commonly we've seen people doing it. So it may help one or the other parent. We've discussed about highlights of MCC counseling process. We've discussed about NRI conversion, when you should send the papers. We've discussed about the registration process. We've discussed about the choice entry process of MCC. Now we'll move to the next module.